Hey everybody, thank you for joining me, welcome back to my channel. So judging from my feedback, you all enjoyed my Halloween little storytelling upload that I did for Halloween. So I thought I'd just for fun just see how you guys reacted to another vlog on not really Halloweeny stuff obviously because that's finished, but some history and haunting stuff basically, because I think judging from what I've seen on YouTube and some of the people that I follow, hauntings have become a bit popular, so you know, I thought why not join the bus of vloggers doing that, if that makes any sense. But anyway, so yeah, so this one is going to be based on the Kirkstall Abbey, which is not far from where I live. And it's based in Leeds in the UK obviously, you know, and it was built in, I think it was the year 1152. I'll have to double check that. I'm probably going to caption below it was a different year. Anyway, it was built by Cistercian monks. Cistercian? I can't say something today. Who were from the Hauntings Abbey, which is also located in Leeds, UK, a bit close to us, but it's based in Yorkshire. So yeah, again, I'll double check. Let me just check very quickly. So yeah, I was right. It was 1152. If I said that, I can't remember now. But yeah, so obviously the monks did live there, doing their monking thing. Thank God. I hope I'm not going to get penalised for this. But yeah, so obviously they would pray, go about the church, worship God, carrying out the religion. And then it was also used, I believe, to... no? Let me start that again. It was used... I'm forgetting my facts now because I can hear my family in the background. 1 sec. I'm back. When you've got a family, you got to check on things. So yeah, the abbey itself was used for the wool trade, and it did keep sheep. Obviously, because you've got to have the sheep to make the wool, so that's where it gained its wealth. And it was running up until 1539, the year that is, which was when Henry VIII decided that he wanted power over everything and basically shut it down and stopped anything happening that he wasn't happy with. So by 1540, yeah, it was completely, I wouldn't say abandoned, but completely shut down for the purposes it was used for. No monks were active there anymore. So yeah, it was kind of abandoned because not a lot happened there anymore. Yeah, he just wanted to take over. We all know the brief story of Henry VIII and his many lovely wives. So yeah, it's not really hard to see why he was like, you know, shutting everything down around him that he didn't want to be in control of. So yeah, like I said though, it is based outside of Leeds, so it's not near the countryside, but I can go to it very locally, and it's still there, but I would say it's more of a ruin now. When I say ruin, if you're not familiar with that word, basically the architecture is still there. Bits of the wall is still there. Oh, it almost looks like basically someone tried to knock it down and then gave up, basically. Like they just ran out of time or they just gave up. So there is still some of the walls there. The church area is still there. I think I've been there recently, and still part of the church navels are there. There's a lot of details there. There's still I don't think there's any windows that I can recall. I think it's all open now. I will obviously post pictures for you to see in this vlog. And it's just loads of like brick wall areas and places where you can sit down a bit. It's lovely to take pictures around. It's got a lovely grassy area, a lovely acre area basically. It's not got acres of land, but it's very near the river or canal. I think it's the canal, sorry. So yeah, it is a nice place to go visit, and it's, you know, it's nice to look around, take pictures. It's lovely scenery, but yeah, it's not really closed area. So if you do go in, you can actually, if you do go there, you could actually, how to explain it? There's basically no doors. It's just like a ruin. You just go into it. It's like an open park, and you can see the detail on the walls, the architecture, the structure. But yeah, I mean, you have go yourself. You know what I always say: try it yourself, and, you know, touch it yourself or read it yourself, whichever. Experience it yourself, because it's nice. It's a nice place. So yeah. Back to the ghost story. But yeah, so it has been known, especially by the 19th century, when it was more experienced or more visited, maybe, I'm not sure how you would say it. There have been ghost sightings, obviously, that's why it is, I think it's number 3 on the most haunted places in Leeds, because obviously, like, I did Army Mills, which was number 1. I'm just thinking of the information. Yeah, number 3, just checking. There have been witnesses who have gone there. It's not really particularly known if it was day or night time, but they have been eyewitnesses that say when they go to the church area of the building, or just in the abbey itself, they have seen shadowy figures of, like, the monks, a procession of the monks. If you're not familiar with the word procession, it's basically like, as far as I know, like if you go to mass, and all the deacons and priests will be together walking down the middle of the church, or in a line, basically. That's kind of known as procession, and they'll be walking down, probably in prayer. So yeah, going through the church, wearing white. So I mean, personally, I might be thinking of the wrong thing, but I always remember monks as wearing brown, but I might have just been thinking of something else there. But anyway, so yeah, witnesses of the procession of the monks, sorry. A famous man called Abbott. Now, I can't really find a lot of research on that, so I'll try and look up a bit more for you. But basically, the ghost of a man called Abbott has been seen walking about the grounds as well. I'm going to get some more information on that. Yeah. Okay, so I'm back. I researched it a bit just so that I'm giving you the right information. So, our mystery man Abbott, also known as Abbott Alexander, was the man who tried to build another abbey, I was going to say army then, another abbey on Henry de Lacy's land. Now, Henry de Lacy was the confidant of King Edward. If you don't know who King Edward was. So I've just been babbling on for about 5 minutes, thinking I was recording it, and I didn't press record. So I had to do it again now. So yeah, Alexander Abbott, aka Abbott, was what I was looking at. So the ghost of him is seen in the abbey, as I was saying, and he was with the monks, the Cistercian. I'm going to write it below on here so you can try and say it yourself. I can't say it yourself, I'm dyslexic. Cistercian, I'm going to say that for now, sorry. Yeah, with some other monks, and they tried to rebuild an abbey, basically on Henry de Lacy's land. Henry de Lacy is the confidant, or second-hand man as you might say nowadays, or first-hand man, second-hand man, of King Edward I. If you're wondering how this got anything to do with anything of the abbey, King Edward is the son of Henry VIII, who is obviously the one who was demolishing all the monasteries and closing things down, taking over, like I said. So there's your link, or your separation degree, whatever. So yeah, the ghost of Abbott is seen walking about, as is the ghost of a woman who has been seen. People think that she might be walking around in regret or sorrow because she witnessed her lover committing a murder, and even though she loved him so much, she did report him. Obviously in those days, I don't know, it could be anything from a jail sentence or possible death themselves if you committed that kind of crime. So yeah, she remains around the Abbey as well. She's sighted with a dog as well, apparently, even though there's no connection with her and the dog. I don't know. But yeah, she is seen to be walking around the Abbey, sometimes heard even crying. And also apparently if you look at the architecture in some places of the Abbey, you will see what is called bench nooks. Now I'm not sure myself what they are, so I'm going to look that up, and I'll try and post it on the vlog for you. But bench nooks, and excuse me, near the bench nooks there is initials that have been carved in from a monk from the monastery. These initials are of the brother. So let me just get this right for you so you don't get confused. So the monk of the monastery carved the initials of his brother into the carpet, the architecture, because his brother was killed by a highwayman who was coming back from Hauntings Abbey, which is another abbey near us but in Yorkshire. So yeah, out of upset and obviously dismay, he carved his initials. Obviously monks can't really commit murder, so he couldn't do anything apart from that. So I think in a weird way it was kind of a nice tribute to his brother, you know, to leave his initials there, but obviously he was not happy with the situation. Yeah, I wouldn't be either. But yeah, so there's a few things that you can be seeing. There's a few things that you can see in Abbey. I have yet to go there myself in the dark because, oh my god, I just think I'm not mentally ready to do that. But anyway, yeah, there are a few things that you can see from the Abbey. You can research it yourself. I'm pretty sure there's more research to look at for the Abbey, but I don't want to make this vlog too long, so this is the brief that I'm giving you, the basics. But yeah, so do try to visit the Abbey if you could, of Kirkstall Abbey, as I'll say again. So a part of the Abbey has now been made into a museum, so it's called Kirkstall House Museum, or Museum House, one of them. It is a nice place. It's so beautiful in the summer, especially with the garden area. It's just really nice to look at. It's a piece of history. I know a few years ago we heard on the pipeline that it might be getting bored and knocked down. I don't know what was happening there, but thankfully it hasn't been touched or knocked down, so we're kind of grateful for that. So yeah, I'm going to make this short and sweet because it's almost bedtime for the kids and it's going to get loud. So yeah, I did, oh my god, I can't speak tonight. I do hope you enjoyed this little vlog and little history lesson. Like I said, this is one of the top 5 scariest places in Leeds. So yeah, once again, Kirkstall Abbey. I'll link it below so you can see it yourself. So yeah, if you enjoyed this vlog, again, please do give it a thumbs up, because I would really love to get to 100 subscribers by February next year, because it will be my February anniversary of being on YouTube, so it would be really great if I could get 100 subscribers, just to, you know, good job kind of thing. So please do support me on that. So yeah, subscribe please, share it if you thought this was interesting, and comment down below if you've ever been to Kirkstall Abbey and what you thought of it. I would love to hear your views. But yeah, until next time, I hope you have a lovely evening, whatever, lovely rest of the week, and I'll see you soon. Thank you and God bless. Bye bye.